So hello everyone, welcome to ElpTab. So guys, if you guys are preparing for the NABARD examination, one thing that you might have heard from the toppers as well as from the aspirants who are preparing with you is that current affairs play a very important role. Now comes the question in our mind, if current affair is playing such an important role in the examination, then how many months of current affairs should I prepare for the examination? Some might tell you current affairs of past 1 year is important. Some might tell you current affairs even from 1 to 1.5 years should be prepared because the questions are being asked in the examination. Some might say you only 3 months are important. But guys, what is the exact number of months that you need to prepare when you're preparing for the examination? So in today's video, I will be basically giving you a practical idea that how many months are desirable that needs to be covered when you're preparing for the current affairs for NABARD examination. So you might be asking me that how can I be so sure about these months? For that guys, I just want to give you of the hard work that we have put on for you. So we have analyzed each and every question of the examination from the year you can see 2022, 21, even from the previous year we have analyzed the questions. Here you can see one thing that we have analyzed is how old that news was there in the month before the examination. Similarly, you can see for the GA of 2021, GA for 2021, ESI and ARD for the year 2022, and same thing we have done for ESI and AD examination of 2021 also, because the examination pattern has basically changed from the year 2021, and we have analyzed each and every question on the same line that how old that specific thing was there in news before your examination. So based on that guys, I will be basically explaining you that what are the important things you need to keep in your mind when you are preparing for the NABARD examination. But before that guys, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of this comprehensive guidebook which will really save your time. Students generally keep on wondering about the things that they want to know about the organization, TKG. Then they have a tendency to know about the recruitment cycle, the eligibility criteria, the previous year cutoffs, of which students keep on searching but they do not get any authentic information on that. So guys, in this guidebook you will be getting the information about the RB as well as the hierarchical structure in NABARD. Then you will be getting the information about the NABARD recruitment cycle. This examination pattern has been defined here. Cutoffs have been given here from the phase 1, phase 2 for merit, non-merit sections from the past 5 years, as well as guys here you will be getting to know about the salary structure that is there, that is the NABARD is giving to the NABARD grade A officer, as well as we are also providing you the resources which you could follow. A resource list has also been given here which you could follow for your examination. Along with that, at that we are providing you a 6-step domination formula with which you could dominate this examination. Now guys, for this, what you have to do is you just have to devote 1 second of your. There is a link given below in the description below of this video. Click on that link and this guidebook is yours, which is absolutely free. Yes, guys, it's absolutely free. Now let's talk about current affairs. As first of all, I was discussing about weightage of current affairs. So you can easily see here that in the GA and ESA section, current affairs play a very dominant role here. Out of 60 questions, you can see 50 marks of paper is basically from current affairs, whereas in ARD it's not such a big role, but then guys also for basic preparation this can also help you. This 7 marks of current affairs can also be covered in a very easy manner for ARD also. Similarly for phase 3, if I talk about government schemes and reports play an important role here. So you can see 14 questions are there basically from government schemes and 2 questions are there from reports. So out of 30, you have 16 questions which is being dominated by government schemes and reports, and for which students generally have a doubt in their mind कि sir schemes हमें पिछले 1 साल की पढ़नी है या हमें 2 साल की पढ़नी है. Whether I should reports of 1 year or whether I should read reports of 9 or 2 years or more than that, beyond that also. So what should be my strategy for that? So guys, first of all, let me give you a brief idea for phase 1 examination. 80% of your current affairs are being asked from past 6 months, irrespective of subject, irrespective of section. 80% of current affairs are from past 6 months. So which tells us that if you are preparing for NABARD examination, especially for phase 1, last 6 months, any report if it is seen in news, any scheme if it is seen in news, ESI current affairs that are related to the syllabus if they are seen in news, any agri related current affairs related to your syllabus is seen in news, or any general awareness section be related to government initiatives first in news, or appointments, these plays a very important role here and you cannot skip them. So which means if you have to prioritize your current affairs, last 6 months is the key here. So you can see from this example, from the recent examination that has taken place, 17 questions are there from current affairs in the GA section, from which 15 questions are basically from past 6 months. ESI, 27 questions are from past 6 months, and now ARD, out of 7, 4 questions are from past 6 months before the examination. Okay, and if I total it out here, 11 questions are beyond 6 months. So which tells us that if you are devoting more than, if you are preparing for current affairs even beyond 6 months, I can say your return of output will be really low here. Because guys, the main thing is you have to cover the static part also, and the other important thing is you have to prepare those things. You devote your time on that specific topic in which your return of output is always high. So here in phase 1 examination, return of output from past 6 months is really high. Okay, irrespective of anything. And if I talk about this example, I can give you an example here also. There is a question on India-Bangladesh passenger train has taken place. It was seen in news on 1st of June. India's first elevated urban expressway, see on 11th of July, just before the examination, 3 to 4 months before the examination. These things were seen in news. Now, when I talk about 6 months, from where to calculate 6 months, guys, the answer for that is 1 week before your examination. Let's say your examination is on 14th of September. So you have to calculate this 6 months from 7th of September onwards for your examination. This means that 6 months with a 1 week before the examination is your guideline for phase 1 examination. Now, when I talk about phase 2, so phase 2 here, the tendency is same, only the minute difference is that here, because the questions are asked from ESI and ARD, so here you have to move a little bit beyond that. That is, for phase 2, you have to cover the current affairs. If I talk about 90% of your current affairs are being asked from past 8 months before the examination. Okay, so past 8 months before the examination, 90% of questions are being asked from the examination. And if I again give you an example of the recent examination, you can see from ESI there are total 19 questions from current affairs, which were 12 were from ESI, 7 were from ARD. All 7 questions of ARD were from the past 8 months, and out of this 12, 11 questions are from past 8 months. Okay, now one thing important here is, here again I will repeat the same thing, irrespective of the things that you are covering. Government schemes, reports, ESI current affairs and ARD current affairs, you have to cover the current affairs of past 8 months on priority for the phase 2 examination. And here too you can see return of output is very high in these 6 to 8 months. That is in the 8 months that you are preparing for the examination. Many of the students now might be wondering कि सर आप 8 months बोल रहे हो, but questions तो पूछे जाते हैं government schemes that were launched 2 years back, 3 years back. Guys, the questions are being asked on those schemes which are launched 2 to 3 years back. But the important thing here is these schemes are seen in news. So ये इन्हीं 6 to 8 months में ही schemes news में होंगे जिनमें से आपको question जो है वो examination में पूछा जाता है. So if I again give an example of ENAM also, you can see the question has been asked on 22nd of March. ENAM was basically seen in news. Okay, so I have given you a link also. You can open that link also. Okay, for better clarity. Okay, you can have an idea from that specific link also. So guys, this basically gives us an idea here also. 6 to 8 months reference will be same, that is 1 week before the examination. So this video has given you a proper idea that how many months of current affair are desirable for your NABARD examination. Okay, so guys, I hope this video has really helped you. But one thing important now. Okay, so if you are making notes on yourself, if you are starting making notes on yourself, one thing that you have to do, things you must do. First of all, analyze the previous year questions, make your notes, revise the notes multiple number of times, practice more and more number of MCQs, and then analyze your mistakes, because analyzation is the key to your success. Okay, so those of students who just wanted to know about preparation, that's again, but most important thing is how to do the preparation of this 6 to 8 months current affairs. This is the core thing here. Now, things you must avoid. Don't read newspapers. The important thing is you can go with compilations, because reading newspaper, you can read the newspapers for your descriptive paper, like read the editorials, because there are so many news. If you start reading at initial point, ultimately guys, इट कैन अगेन टाइम आपके पास कम हो जाएगा और आपको पढ़ना ज्यादा पड़ेगा, तो वहां पे आके एक बहुत बड़ा क्रंच बन जाता है न्यूज़पेपर्स, बिकॉज आर्टिकल्स बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं. That is, do not read full documents of budget and economic survey. Also here also read the compilations, because full document, again I will say, return of output here is very low, and you do not have to read current affair magazines from UPSC sources. Reason being that is because the UPSC magazines, I do not say, I say they are good magazines, but the important is they are being prepared on some different tangent. That is, they are catered to the examination of UPSC. Whereas in NABARD, some factual questions are also being asked, okay, which might not be covered in this UPSC magazines. So when I talk about how we are helping you guys, I just told you that you can read any compilation of your choice when you are preparing for the examination. But what are the things we are providing you? I just wanted to give you a glimpse of that. So guys, we have segregated your current affairs into 4 sub parts. Okay, you can see here schemes document, that is there under the schemes tab name. Then we have the reports document. The monthly magazine is again being provided here, in which you have 3 sections of GA plus ESI and GA plus finance, where the GA and GA plus ESI section is very important for the NABARD aspirants. And for agriculture, we again have a separate magazine that is by the name of Agriculture Current Affairs magazine. So from this you can prepare your current affairs if you have enrolled to our course, okay, because this is being available to only those students who are enrolled to our course. So guys, I hope this video is really helpful for you. Okay, if you have really liked the video, kindly share the video with your friends also. Okay, then guys, if you want to download this PDF, you just have to subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link for that is given in the description below. Okay, and I hope guys this lecture is really helpful for you. Still, if you have any kind of query, you could drop me an email at hello@edutap.co.in, or you could even have a call with me on the number that is 81462 07241. Okay guys, wishing you all the best. Bye bye.